Hi everyone, welcome to yoga. This is a family-friendly yoga with me, Bridget, and my family. We are actually all doing this together, so it is friendly for kids, friendly for all ages. So take a moment as we start out here in a seated position, legs crossed, Sukhasana or crisscross applesauce, hands to your thighs, lift your chest, take your shoulders back and down. And lengthen up through the crown of your head. So lift it up, bring your chin in. And then from here, hands can come together. Thumbs are in towards you. And fingers out. Lift your elbows. Close your eyes when you're ready. Take your gaze downward a little bit more. Take this moment with the eyes closed and the mouth closed to just tune into your breath. So start to just notice your breath and how it feels as it moves through the body. Taking this time to just soften a little bit more through the face, through the muscles of the arms and the legs. Keeping that lifted chest with every inhale, lifting the chest even more, exhaling all that air out before starting another breath in. So really focus on keeping a nice natural breath. Just listen to our own breath here as it moves, and taking a moment to take it a little bit further into silence so that we can hear our breath a little bit more. With your next exhale, we're going to just gently take the hands down to the thighs, and then from here gently lift your eyes, look forward. Good. And we're going to take the arms up and reach all the way up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, we're going to go into a twist to the right, everybody. Take your hand down. So left hand comes down to the outside of the knee. Other hand is behind you. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, pull the belly in and rotate a little bit deeper. Staying here for another breath. And then on your exhale, you're going to go ahead and bring it back to center. Good. Inhale, arms reach up again. Exhale, other side. So nice deep twist here. Hand on the other side. You're almost looking back. You guys are looking back toward the camera a little bit, as long as your head is moving in line with your chest. So you're not really trying to turn as much as you're trying to turn the right shoulder as much as you can bring it forward as the left shoulder can come back. So moving through the waist, ribs, and chest, come back to center. And we're going to just walk the hands forward. Walk the hands forward. It's the first forward fold, and I get to hold on to you guys a little bit while I'm here, right? Reaching the arms out, lengthening through the spine, taking another breath right here. And then from here, gently walk back in. And we're going to change the cross of the legs. So this is our habitual side we just went to, right? There is another way to cross our legs. Usually we don't think there is, right? But it's good to do this too. So holding here, we're going to go ahead and reach up, lengthen all the way up. Inhale, exhale, fold forward, let the hands come down. So now we get to change this again. We're going to walk the hands way out in front, way, way, way out. Good. Take some deep breaths just like this. And then we're going to go ahead and gently walk it back in. Good. Keeping this cross of the legs, we're just going to do one more thing. We're going to interlock the fingers. Okay, and we're going to press the hands out and away. So the shoulders stay down, and then the arms are going to come up. When we bring the arms up, we're going to keep the arms really straight. We're going to keep the shoulders down. We're going to move the hands back a little bit, but see if you can make sure that you're not popping the ribs forward. Pull the belly button back and hold here. Good. And the arms turn up a little, or the top of the hands, or bottom of the hands really turn up a little bit more. So pinkies down, thumbs up. Pinkies down, thumbs up. Think about that. Feels a little bit weird. Exhale, go ahead and release this down. And we're just going to uncross the legs, and we're going to make our way into tabletop. That's all fours here. So hands are going to be down on the mat, hands under the shoulders, knees in line with the hips. You can face forward, face me. And then that goes for you at home too, right? So knees in line with your hips, hands under the shoulders. Make sure the hands are down and the shoulders are down, and the arms get into that nice little spiral here. So we want to turn the arms, everybody. See if your arms can go like this to turning back. So triceps back, biceps forward, and you'll see that little crease of the elbow turn forward. And then we're gonna do a cat-cow stretch. First, we take the head up and the tailbone up and we move the shoulders back. And then as we exhale, we pull the belly up into a cat stretch here. So making that cat stretch, really pull the chin in toward the chest, pull the belly up and in. Inhale, take the head up, tailbone up, keep the arms strong and straight. They're not moving. And then exhale, pull the belly in, a cat stretch. And we keep the arms straight. We're just gonna do that 2 more times. Inhale, shoulders back. And exhale, catting the back. And last one here. Exhale, feel that nice cat stretch. So we go from a cat to our down dog. So from here, I want you to first take a child's pose. We're gonna take our feet together. We're gonna move our knees apart and we're gonna sit way back on the heels. As we do, the arms are really strong in front. We want that same arm rotation as we hold here. So think about moving those elbows downward a little bit. Arms stay strong and straight. So we're sitting back on the heels as much as we can and letting the arms really reach in front. On your next breath here, you're gonna rock forward to the hands, tuck the toes in behind the knees, and then you're gonna stretch the legs really long. See if you can really bring your tailbone up toward the ceiling. And then start to move your chest toward your thighs. Pull your belly up. See if you can make that V shape. So this is like a inverted V, upside down. We're trying to work a little bit further into getting that stretch. And this is your downward facing dog, right? So we want space between the fingers, space between the toes. See if you can really move that tailbone up higher, pull your belly in and start to work your chest toward your thighs a little bit more, really stretching there. Then can you stretch your legs really long too? Work the front of your thigh to the back of your thigh and stay for another breath. And then I want you to bend your knees and look forward and then slowly walk your feet up toward your hands. So just make your way here. When you're ready, feet are about hips width. I want you to just let your hands come in, straighten your legs and bring your hands to your shins. See if you can turn your toes slightly inward and look forward and lengthen the spine. So yeah, lengthen. So instead of being rounded forward, bring it that length back in, right? So I'm not hunching forward. I'm lengthening nice, looking forward. Lengthen all the way out. Yeah, there you go. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And then from here, hands to your hips. On your inhale, we're gonna come all the way up and stretch up here. Good. We're gonna bring our hands together and our feet together. So this is mountain pose. We're gonna lift up our thighs, draw open through the chest. Good, so the feet are together, hands are together. Inhale, big stretch all the way up, everybody. Shoulders come back, arms stay strong and straight. Exhale, can you move forward in this? So come forward, this is where you can fold all the way down. If your hands touch the ground, great. If they're not, that's okay, right? On your inhale, you can slide your hands up to your shins and gaze forward. Lengthen back out. So that's your nice lengthening halfway. Exhale, we are gonna do a sun salutation. So bring your hands under your shoulders and walk your feet back into a plank. So in a plank, we're just gonna hold that plank first, just to stay long, hands under shoulders, lengthen the legs back out. Most of our kids are used to doing planks. I know, even though we don't like to do them, right? So draw your thighs up. If you're here on your knees, that's a great place to do plank, okay? That works really well. Let's go ahead, let's just move into our down dog again. So we won't even do a full sun salutation. We'll just modify, right? We'll bring it into our down dog stretch. Widen the feet. Feel that stretch as you breathe, right? So it doesn't matter how far we get, right? We're breathing. That's really important. Breathe. All right. On your exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and slowly walk the feet up to the hands. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and inhale. Come all the way up to the top. Looks like we lost one. Right? And exhale, hands come down at your sides, and then we're just gonna twist here side to side. So I'm gonna face you, we're just gonna turn, and we're gonna go, good, you stay facing me. I'm turning just toward the camera. Okay, you stay facing forward. It shouldn't be that complicated, but it is. Good. So we're moving here. Come back and join us. We're only doing a little bit longer. Come on, one more each side. Kids have a short attention span, right? So we have to kind of move into the next thing. So what we want to practice here is back to Tadasana. Feet together, hands together. You need to make sure you're facing the front edge of your mat like this. You can't turn. Good. So that way we're staying here. Inhale here, and we're going to just bring it back up nice and long. We're going to come down for some stretching, okay? So exhale, dive down. Hands are going to come down to the ground or shins, wherever you're reaching. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, hands come down to the mat, and we're going to walk it back to that plank, which I know it's hard, right? It's hard for us to hold it, but then we're going to stretch back to down dog. Stretch way back. Feel that nice stretch back in your down dog. Breathe into it. Good. And stay here. And then we're going to go ahead and we're just going to take the feet. So bend the knees. We're going to look forward. We're going to walk the feet up to the hands. And we're going to go ahead and come all the way up to the top. Inhale up, everybody. Exhale, hands together. And we're going to take it into triangle pose. So we're going to keep our right foot forward on the mat. And I want you to step your left foot back as far back as you can. And when you do that, I want to see if you can make sure that so for you guys, you'll face that side of the room. Okay? You're going to make sure that you line your right heel up with your left arch. So your back foot is turned in a little bit. Arms are going to reach out and open.
Too far.
Keep your hips and shoulders square to the side. Exhale, reach out to the side as much as you can. Left hip moves out. Yeah, keep the arms straight, legs straight. Right hand comes down, left arm up. So this is our triangle pose. Making a triangle shape with this. All right, this is a great way for us to work here. And we're going to take this from here. I want you to come up, inhale up, and let's make a warrior pose, okay? Make sure those feet stay really wide apart, and I want you to bend your front knee. So bend the knee that's facing me. Make sure that foot and knee is facing me too. Turn your foot and knee to me. Yeah, and then bend that knee down. And then make sure that you've got enough space so that that right thigh is almost parallel to the ground. And we're really proud warriors because we're looking out over the front middle finger and that back hand is reaching back. And then we're going to go ahead and straighten it up. Good job. And then we're going to go ahead, bring the hands down. We're going to step together and bring the hands together. Good. And then left foot's going to face forward. Right foot's going to come back. And you can see just how much fun this is when we're facing this way now. Left foot is forward. When we're doing that, we're facing the whole other side of the room, okay? So make sure that right foot turns in a little bit. The left leg, the whole foot and knee faces me. Turn it to me. Turn it to me. Yeah, there you go. Arms reach out, and you're going to reach on your exhale to your left, right hip moving out, and then left hand comes down, right arm comes up, and we stretch. That should feel so good. You have strong, straight legs. Breathing into that side. Really nice as we hold. What's going on back? Inhale, come up. Good. And exhale, bend that left knee to come into your warrior. So we're proud warriors here. We want that right thigh back, and we want that left knee forward, and we come down. And we stay. One more big breath. And then we straighten that left leg. Hands can come down, and we're just going to bring the feet back together, hands together. Nice. We're going to make our way down to the mat here. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, diving down. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, hands down. We're going to step it back to our plank. And stretch, down dog. Lift the tailbone up. Stretch, stretch, stretch back. And then knees come down. Let's go to child pose. Feet together. Knees apart, sit way back on the heels and stretch back. Take a couple breaths right here. And from here, we're going to walk the hands back in, and we're going to come up, sitting back on the heels again a little bit more. Good. And then we're going to move the feet to one side. And when we come into this, we're going to stretch the legs out in front of us. So legs stretch out. Come back. Legs stretch out, feet are flexed. We're gonna inhale, reach the arms up and lengthen here. And really take those thighs. Can you bring them down a little bit more and lengthen? Good. And then let's take the hands down. And we're going to go ahead and bend the knees here and make sure that we have room on the mat behind us. So you can come forward a little bit. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, scoop the belly in. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Round the spine. Make that cat stretch again. Chin toward that chest. And then this is where we work a little bit more. Yeah, if you like to practice boat pose, that's a fun one. We come up here and we take the hands behind the knees. And we balance with the feet off the mat. And the shoulders are back and down. Okay, let's focus on breathing instead of fighting. So instead of fighting, we breathe. Breathe. Okay, chest is up. And we take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out of the nose. Do it again. Good. And then we can lift the feet higher. See if we can get those shins about parallel to the floor. This is our boat pose, Navasana. No, not really. Usually in this, you want to kind of flex a little. In yoga, we flex the feet a lot more than point, right? So, and this is a good way to practice a little bit further. So feet come down and then extend the legs out and see if you can take the hands next to you and lift the feet up, lift the chest up, and see if you can balance a little bit more like that too. We're just gonna stay for another breath and then go ahead and let the feet come down. And we're gonna take the legs, so I was gonna come in across, but we're just gonna separate the feet and do that cat stretch one more time. This time, if it feels good for you, you can come all the way down. If you need help, let your elbows help you. Otherwise, see if you can do kind of a little reverse sit-up and come down. Once you're lying on your mat, which hopefully you made your way to, we're gonna go ahead and extend the legs out. This is one of my favorite poses. So this is our mountain pose, but we're lying down. So flex the feet, reach the arms overhead, and lengthen the spine. So we're nice and long. And we're staying here, and on our exhale, we're going to take the right knee into the chest. Flexing both the feet. Feel that stretch here. We're going to take the right arm out to the side, palm down. And we're going to hold with that left hand, bring that right knee across the body and over to the left. So you're going to look out over your right shoulder if that feels okay for the neck. Feel that stretch. See how you feel while you're here. We're going to go ahead and just gently bring ourselves back to center and then extend that leg out. And we're going to take the left knee into the chest. So flexing both the feet, drawing in really tight here, staying for a couple breaths. Left arm out to the side. Right hand holds the knee. You can bring that leg across the body. Left shoulder down. You can gaze out over the left shoulder, or you can keep your gaze forward or to the right. Stay for another breath. From here, we're going to just gently bring it back to center. And then we're going to just release that leg out. So we're going to, from here, take the knees into the chest now. We're going to come into a happy baby pose. So the arms are, or the feet are going to come up toward the ceiling. And then we're going to take the arms to the inside of the legs. And we're going to take the hands and just wrap the hands to the outside of the feet. So what we want to do here is, can we draw the knees down toward the armpits, keeping the feet in line here, keeping the feet out too, so we're holding here. Feet, kind of bottom of the feet up toward the ceiling. Now draw the tailbone down a little bit more. So if you feel like your hips are lifted in the air, draw down. Move your chin in towards your chest. Stay here. Take another breath in. Breathing here. And then go ahead and gently release this. Good. And then we're just going to go ahead and extend both legs up toward the ceiling. Flex the feet. Press the feet to the ceiling. Reach the arms overhead. Stay for another breath. Exhale. Knees come in toward the body. You can rock side to side. You can give yourself a little kind of moment to prepare for our Shavasana, and then we're going to come into Shavasana here. So feet are down, and you're going to extend your legs out. Feet dropping open to the side, shoulders away from the ears, palms up. Eyes are closed. And this is important, but hard usually for kids, right? Because we're staying in silence and without moving, just for a moment. So what I want you to do is think about breathing first, right? Just think about taking some breaths. Think about being open to this moment and where you are right now. And staying in this moment, we're just going to stay for a few more breaths, okay? So all you need to do is just stay in stillness and in silence for a couple minutes. So although here it's not a long time of Shavasana, we're just going to allow ourselves to take a couple more nice deep breaths in. And then a nice way to come out of this, and you can take as much time as you need to, right? Some kids will be ready to come out of this, and maybe we want to take another moment, but you can kind of allow movement to come back to the body first when you're ready, just as much time as you need, and then you can bend the knees back in. And we're going to just gently roll to the side. Usually most people are going to roll to their right side, but when you roll to your side, take a moment there. So we want to just rest on that bottom arm, and then top hand is going to come down, and then we can gently bring ourselves up. So that way we keep the nervous system soothed when we come into this, and we're back in our seated position. And this one, if you want to take your hands back together, you stay facing me, and then nice deep breath in, everybody, and namaste. Should you just say namaste with me?
Namaste.
Namaste to everybody out there. I'm so glad that you were here. And I know we lost a child, but that happens sometimes, and then sometimes they come back and practice again. But it's always good to have them do some things. Good job, everybody.